In the last 2 weeks alone, my government in Barbados has had to put out as clear fake news, one that sought to ban President Trump from our country, one that sought to impose on Barbados travel advisories that didn't exist. And it is almost as if this is a daily exercise now for our countries, because those who have nothing to do, as we learned as children, the devil finds work for idle hands. We need our own CARICOM blue tick to validate truth in this community.
Wow, what a wisdom. Welcome and greetings, dear lovely family. You won't believe what Barbados Prime Minister Amor Mottley just said at the CARICOM Summit. She dropped a serious wisdom talking about unity, sovereignty, and even building of a common satellite for Caribbean countries to stop being ruled by global power. And she even warned the global south about artificial intelligence by calling them to control narratives and information. Amor Mottley has given an example on what happened to Barbados concerning about the fake news of stopping Donald Trump to enter the country. Let us now dive a little bit to what Madam Amor Mottley just said at that summit.
To us,
welcome.
Let us have the boldness to move thought into action, because without that, our region will not be ready for the defense of small states. It is my view that in the absence of an international rules-based order, and we are seeing it being threatened day by day, in the absence of an international rules-based order, countries such as ours will find it difficult to survive. And this, my friends, is the first real threat that we have had since becoming independent nations. The notion that others may want to conquer again is not beyond their imagination and not beyond our reality. But equally, the price of sovereignty is no longer simply that which we have started to do in the first 2 or 3 generations since independence. The price of sovereignty now extends to our ability to control our information and to generate our content. We have to be able to own our own satellites and not be the victim of somebody pulling them on us because they do not like the position we took on a war across the world somewhere or someplace. We have to generate our own content because it is only us who know our reality, and we cannot simply be the victims of other people's judgment as to who we are and what we stand for. And if we don't do these things, then we will fail to recognize that the new Armada and the new flotilla are not the ships that came and brought our forefathers here under protest. But in fact, the new Armada and the new flotilla is that which will control our mind. And we know what Marcus Messiah Garvey told us about emancipating our mind from mental slavery. If ever there was a time for us to listen to these entreaties, it is now. And as we do these serious things, let us not remember that we as Caribbean people have a flair, that we know how to walk and talk, that we know how to talk and dance, that we know how to sing and move and reflect. And as we remember...
Yes, that's the truth. Look what's happening to some countries. Some are being pressured. For example, South Africa. Some are being sanctioned. You know what happened to Zimbabwe. Some are being forced to bow. You know what happening to Sahel countries, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. But if we can come together, if CARICOM and African Union can unite, we can become unstoppable. We need a new kind of unity, not just cultural, but political, economic, and technological. Our sovereignty is under attack, not just with maybe bombs, no, with policies, data, and algorithm. So, brothers and sisters, I think unity is very important. We have been saying this matter of unity, but I'm very happy that this year in September, African Union and the CARICOM will have a summit held in Addis. Maybe they will discuss the issue of unity. I know the main issue there would be reparation, but let us first of all unite. Yes, we demand reparation, but if we can demand reparation in a united way, I think it will make a sense. So let us now look at the issue of the satellite. This is not just an idea, this is revolutionary thinking, that to own satellite, it means you own your information, you control your information, and that's what Prime Minister is focusing. That if we don't do so, we don't own our satellite, it means we cannot control our information. Others will control our information. So we need, as Africa and CARICOM people, to have our own satellite, and it will be better if these regions or African descents in the Caribbean and Africans in the continent can unite and create their own common satellite controlling information. You know, one thing that is making difficult for Africa to unite, Africa is divided into Francophone, Lusophone, and Anglophone. So those who are English speaking, they want to dominate. Those who are French speaking, they want also to dominate. Those who are Spanish, they want to dominate. So we don't have a common ground where we meet as Africans. If we can find our own language, maybe let us talk about that issue. If we can have our own language, it will be easy. These other countries, it looks powerful because they have common language. There's something that brings them together. I'm speaking English here, but I'm sure the people who are using French cannot understand what I'm talking about. Even if I have a point, even if I have a good idea, but they cannot understand. They need translators. And how sure are we that the one who is translating correctly? So as Africans, we need, and people in the continent and in the Caribbean, we need to find something that will bring all of us together, that will unite us. And if we unite, I think it will be better to have a common language. So we need a unity among Africans. So on the issue of AI and digital colonialism, of course, Excellence Prime Minister Amor Mottley has spoken very well. This is the part many of us are sleeping. We know that AI is a new empire. It is watching you, predicting you every move. It is, of course, and if we don't control our own data, our own algorithm, guess what? We are colonized again. AI is in our room. So we need to make sure that as Africans, digitally, we unite and we wake up. We cannot depend on everyone, on others for everything. So I think Her Excellency Prime Minister Amor Mottley, she's not just warning the Caribbean or CARICOM, she's warning the black world, the global south. If we don't own our own tech, we'll be fed lies, manipulated election, and our children will be digital slaves. So this is a message. So family, this is not just a speech. What Amor Mottley provided there is more than a moment. It is a movement. Shout out to Amor Mottley, Prime Minister of Barbados, for speaking boldly. But now it is our turn. Africans, Caribbean, brothers and sisters, diaspora, student, developer, musician, all we have a great role to play. So we need to make sure that we come together. The black nations, we need to come together. So brothers and sisters, drop your comment if you stand with Amor Mottley's vision, you stand for unity, you stand for Africa, and you stand for Caribbean. Share this if you believe in black sovereignty, and don't forget to like the video. And if you're new, make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you can get more information from our platform. So from Accra to Kingston, Jamaica, from Banjul to Bridgeton, our time is now. Unite or perish. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. This is just a comment on what Madam Prime Minister Amor Mottley has spoken at the CARICOM Summit. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make Africa great. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Africa.